Good morning, y'all. So it's Loretta here, and it is July 4th. Happy 4th of July. I just finished feeding the horses, so I'm going to make a quick drop biscuit. I've already put my 2 cups of flour in my bowl. This is a recipe I typically use. I'm sorry if you can't see it. But if you want the recipe, I'll post it down below. I put in my baking powder already. And that calls for, so that my flour is 2 cups all-purpose flour. I have my oven preheating at 450. They're going to take about 16 to 20 minutes once they get in the oven. My salt, I've already put kind of like a 1/4 cup. I don't like them really salty, but here in Humboldt County, your salt will solidify. So yeah, so be aware of that if you ever move to Humboldt County. I was not aware of that, so I'm going to put that aside. So the next ingredient will be my, I need a 1/2 cup of unsalted butter, and it basically is cold. I'm going to break that into small pieces. Put that extra piece back in the fridge. All right, then we'll cut the pieces into small pieces. So I'm going to use my cutting board. I'll put you guys down here. I'm making a mess here, as you can see. I mean, yeah. So I'm going to let me get rid of this flour here. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so we are going to cut this butter into small pieces. So you want it as cold as you can get it. Sorry, my boss kept calling me here on the farm where I live. She won't let me use her trash cans to dispose of my trash, but she was demanding that I take her trash out to the road, even though it's 4th of July, but she says that they're going to be running, apparently. We'll find out. So I have my flour and baking powder, salt, butter, and then next, I'm going to shake it up, is some milk. So I'm going to use 3/4 cup. Like I said, I've already greased my, I'm using a pizza pan, but I greased it already, and I used my Kerrygold butter to grease it with. If I can get that open. Okay, so we need 3/4 cup. So we have a 1/2. And a 1/4. I could be wrong, but there we go. All right, next, I'll put my milk away here real quick. Next, we're going to mix, and I prefer, it's messy. I just prefer using my hands. Let me just mix it. I hope you guys can see my lighting here. Kind of limited right at the moment. may need to add a little bit more milk. Let me go grab the milk real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I have to eyeball it just a little bit, you know, and everybody has their own version. There we go. Just mix it. And you want it to where it's kind of sticky, but not too terribly sticky, and where everything is mixed together. There we go. Yeah, a little bit more. That might do it. All right, there we go. Nice, nice. Okay, till it forms a decent, it's gonna be sticky, guys. It really is. Till it forms a good sticky. There we go. That's off my hands. All right, so since we have our pan, okay, I'm going to simply, oven's already preheated. I'm just gonna break them apart, drop them. Okay, that's why they're called drop biscuits. They don't have to be the same size, just drop them. And if you have any extra dough, just add it to the smaller ones. Maybe put something right there. Kind of spread them out a little bit. All right. I'm going to put that in the sink. Wipe my hands off again. All right. And they're going to look like that, guys. Drop biscuits. So 5 ingredients, simple. 450. They're going to go in the oven like that for about 16 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit. I don't really have that much action. I'm going to pull out this. I'm going to wash this off real quick. Put this away because we don't need the milk anymore. I do apologize. Yeah, so next thing I'm going to, while the biscuits are in the oven, I'm going to put away my flour. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. This circle does this. I'm going to start my water for my coffee. I need coffee. Put this away. Alright. Paper towel. Wipe this off. Wipe our mess up here that we made. Alright, so next thing, I have some Parmesan. I only have a couple of pieces left here, but maple sausage. And I'm going to just bring it down here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to dice this up. Okay. Oop, that piece fell on the floor. I don't want Chloe to get that, so I'm going to rinse my hands off again. Another paper towel. Alright. So, once that's said, because I'm using sausage country gravy, I'm going to bring it back up. I'm going to start my burner here. And I'm going to go ahead and sausage again. Bit of our trash. And again, my home's a little messy. Chloe's still under the blanket there. I'm using instant Folgers coffee. I'm using a pot that you could put water in. It's like electrical at the moment. Just gonna put my and I kind of like my coffee strong, guys. So use 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Put that aside. Put this aside. Turn up the heat on this. And you can hear the water getting ready. So I'm dealing with the emotional aspect of my boss and her. I don't know. She was kind of weird last night. I don't know what's wrong with the woman, to be honest with you. I'm just going to put that in the trash. I am going to set a few things aside to do some dishes here real quick as I talk to you. So, because as you cook, if you keep a clean place and you go along, I live in a small living space. It's like a pull behind trailer. I don't even know how many feet it is. But if you keep it clean and decluttered, it's gonna look nice. But sometimes, like me, if you have multiple dogs, yeah, you don't always have that time. And if she's calling for you, not even before 8 o'clock in the morning, why didn't you take out the trash? Well, it's a holiday. We're gonna see what happens if they really do come. But I don't even get to use. She won't let me put my own trash in her trash. She won't. So my thought philosophy is, why are you hounding me when you're capable of taking your own trash down? And then she threatened, well, should I wake up my son? It's like, you know what? Maybe yes. But as the good person I am, I go and I take it out. I don't want to be bothered by her anymore. I want to be able to, I want to have breakfast, basically. Okay, so dishes are done. I'm going to get my spatula out. Where did I put it? Right. I love this little spatula. I found it for backpacking with Yuppie. Excuse me, guys. And go ahead and put that on. This is so I don't asphyxiate myself, because it is a gas stove, and I should have turned that on before. So with this, it says 2 cups cold water. We're going to get 2 cups of cold water. Sausages, got them. We'll take that down. And this is just how I make it. Everybody has their own way, but I'm using, again, cheating a little bit. I thought I had my scissors. I don't know what happened to them, so I'm gonna cut that. Got the packet in here. All right. My trash. And just gonna stir that. Oh, coffee just got done. Did you hear that? Alright, we got that all mixed up. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna pour my coffee. And I'm still moving things out of here, guys, because I don't want to be here much longer than I have to. There's my coffee. Now let it sit for a minute. It's hot. Okay, and we'll wash our cutting board and our other knife. And I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Where are you from? What are you having for breakfast on the 4th of July? Are you dealing with a really bad boss? I don't know what her problem is, guys. She was like completely, she must have been on something last night. She really, I went out after I took Chloe for a walk. I went out and I asked her, because I heard her out there. I asked her, do you want me to shut the gate? Because she was so adamant that I put all the horses in safely and securely, lock all, you know, double latch them and whatnot because of fireworks. Which, in all retrospect, guys, I never heard any fireworks last night. I might hear them tonight because it is the 4th of July. I'm going to turn this heat down a little lower. We're just going to let this kind of, yeah, do its thing. And she went off on me. And when I remember talking about hoses, there's one hose that it like literally it shrank. And I googled that hoses can shrink. So I let her know that, and she's like, okay, I'll buy a hose. That was 3 days ago, or 4 days ago now. When I went out there, there's a big red hose hanging. Nothing wrong with that hose, but she flipped out on me, guys. She said, I told you to put that. No, you didn't. That's not our conversation. And then she's like, we're okay, just like screaming at me. I'm like, what the, you know, what's going on? And this is what I'm putting up with. I don't know what to do. I know I want to get out of here because she's something else. So I'm just steering this around. I'm going to peek on the biscuits real quick. They're looking amazing. And yeah. So do let me know what you're having for breakfast today. I'm going to get a plate down. I mean, it's just my backpacking plate. I like it. And grab a fork. So we're ready. I don't know what I did with my pepper. It might be down here. I don't know where my pepper is. Normally I put a little bit of pepper on. Oh, it might be over here. Excuse me, guys. Find my pepper. There we go. I found it. And I'll sprinkle some black pepper on that. Anyway, I'm gonna let the horses eat. It's almost done. Oh my goodness. Okay, gravy is done. I'm gonna let it sit here to simmer a little bit. I turned the heat off. That didn't take that long. Alright. I'm gonna actually add some black pepper to that. Go. Awesome, awesome. I'm gonna check our biscuits. Oh. Like 2 more minutes, they'll be done. 2 more minutes. Yay. Let's see if our coffee is cool enough. Oh yeah. Hot coffee, biscuits and gravy with actual sausage in the gravy. Maple flavor, by the way. Can't get any better than that. Alright. Let me double check here because you know what? I think we're good. I'm gonna turn off my oven. Off the light. Need a hot over here. I'm gonna put pan over here. Get my recipe out of the way. get golden. They may not have gotten golden like I would have liked them to, but they're golden on the brown. They're hot. They're done. But I'm working with a little tiny itty bitty gas stove. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, ouch, that's hot. We're gonna take that's hot. A couple biscuits, put it off the side. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, like so? Oh, yes, can't wait. Then we're gonna set up a little bit, get that pepper in there, some of that sausage. Oh my goodness. This is gonna get me through a busy morning today, guys. Oh. Right. Biscuits and gravy. Pop my top on my black pepper. All right, guys. This is my drop biscuits with sausage, actual real sausage going in there, maple flavor, gravy, and biscuits. Let's see how we do. Can't wait. Their biscuits are flaky, hot. Oh. Oh my goodness. If you want a good biscuit and gravy, and you want my recipe, send me a comment. Let me know how you make your biscuits and gravy. Because this, with a cup of hot coffee in the morning, before you go to work. The best. Alright. I'm going to let you guys go. I love you. Please like, subscribe. My name's Loretta. I have a little Pomchi named Chloe. She's not feeling very good, so I gave her vaccines the other day. But we go on adventures. I love to cook and share. And we live on a horse farm currently. Yeah. Biscuits and gravy. Drop biscuit. My version. Absolutely amazing. All right, you go. Gotta go.